Hi, this is Trent from SDBoltReport.com. Now that the combine's over, all football fans really have to look forward to is free agency and the draft until it's an endless summer of baseball. So today we're going to talk a little bit about the Chargers draft strategy. Um, so essentially the Chargers have a couple of options, obviously. They can stay placed at number 3, or they can try to move up to get Laramie Tunsil, which would be the perfect player for them, essentially beefing up their offensive line, giving them more depth, giving the Chargers a left tackle for the next 10 years or more. Who knows? Unfortunately, Tennessee right there with one. They don't need a quarterback. They could easily pick him up. They've picked up offensive linemen in the first round the last couple of drafts. So it's definitely an option for Tennessee to pick up Laramie Tunsil, which would be terrible for the Chargers. Now, personally, I don't think that the Chargers should try to trade up to the number 1 pick to grab Tunsil. I think they have way too many issues already. They have a lot of positions that they can definitely upgrade. Depth is a problem basically in every position on the team. There's a reason they went 4 and 12. So personally, I think that the Chargers should stay pat at 3. Hope that Tunsil, maybe Tennessee, trades down for a quarterback needy team. San Francisco could definitely trade up. Who knows what Dallas will do. And hopefully the Browns pick a quarterback at 2, and the Chargers will get Tunsil at 3 anyway. If that doesn't happen, the Chargers can get a great player at 3. They can get Jalen Ramsey, who killed the combine. They can get DeForest Buckner, who I think would be a great fit in the defense. They can always get Bosa. There's definitely options at 3. Now, the other thing they can definitely do is trade down. And that might be the best option for the Chargers. Again, there's going to be quite a few quarterback needy teams that might be looking to trade up. San Francisco at 7. Quite a few teams from 11 to 15 could all probably use quarterbacks and wouldn't be bad draft positions for the Chargers. Now, if the Chargers do draft down, they could definitely pick up and maybe a first-round pick next year, or maybe another second this year if they do. That'd be great. There's a ton of defensive tackles and defensive ends in this draft. There's a lot of depth there. The Chargers could definitely pick up a guy they'd want later in the draft. There's also a ton of mid-round talent for the offensive line, especially guard and center, which the Chargers obviously need. So personally, I would trade down maybe a couple picks. You might be able to get Ronnie Stanley, the left tackle out of Notre Dame, who I believe is not nearly as NFL ready as Tunsil, but others believe is not much of a downgrade. So if you could trade down, pick him up, that would be great. You could probably trade down and still might be able to get one of the top players, again, like a guy like DeForest Buckner, or another defensive end that will be there.